Welcome to the Small Business Office Showcase, where daily we provide you a quick tour of a government agency's small business portal or the like from a large prime. We understand that as a small business, time and resources are limited. We hope by quickly summarizing this information, we save you time and perhaps put you one step closer to your next contract. In this episode, we'll focus on the Department of Health and Human Services. To make it easier for you to quickly do your own research, the information you see on this slide is in the video description below. In each episode, we're targeting 6 pieces of information we think are most valuable to you, and if found, we provide the direct links to that information. As you can see from this slide, the 6 items are: does this agency have a small business portal? Does this agency list out events it hosts or attends so you can plan well in advance? Is there a forecast for the next 12 to 24 months that will help you identify opportunities? Does the agency provide a list of current primes that have an obligation to subcontract to small businesses? Is there any special registration required for this agency other than what's required for the entire federal government? And then finally, is there a list of people available that you can reach out to for help or to get questions answered? You can see the basic results on this slide, but let's go ahead and take a quick tour of the Department of Health and Human Services. So it's got a great OSDBU site. We'll start with that bullet. When you come here, this site is full of a lot of information. You can see right here the topics that they cover. I really liked it. I'm not giving you a tour of this or a demo of the site, just a quick tour, but there is a lot of good information on here. HHS is providing us a lot as small businesses. So that's there, and that's available for your research. The next one is events. If we click on the tab for events that I have open, they do have an events list here. There's a couple of things about it. One is I'm not quite sure if this is the only event in 2018 or that they've got scheduled, but that's all it's showing. It'd be nice if it actually had out at least the entire year's worth of events that they've got planned, because then it would help you guys register for events. I did want to stop you from coming down here. Down here it talks about other small business events, and if you click on that, it theoretically is taking you somewhere, but it doesn't. I've already been here, and it came up with a notification that said, sorry, this has been discontinued. It no longer exists. So don't bother clicking on this because you're not going to find events in there. Let's go back to our slide. That was events. We'll do forecasts. The forecasts are done in sort of an online tool that they have. So you have this ability to see a lot of entries there. Right now there's 4,100 entries. They do have an advanced search. This functionality is kind of nice in one way, in that you could do advanced search. I am curious, since it said 40 or 4,000, I'm curious on like the fiscal year. It goes out to 22. Let's see what's just in the the current. So I'm going to go ahead and search and see what kind of results we get back. So still, it's saying future events, there's 3,000. They have a ton listed in there, which is just amazing. That's awesome. Awesome information that we can use. The one thing that it doesn't appear to have, and if anybody sees how it can be done, I don't see a way to export this. And with 2,000 or 3,000 entries, I would love to be able to export this into Excel, share it with my colleagues, etc., as we do bid, no bid decisions on some of these opportunities and decide which ones to pursue. An exporting function to Excel would just be awesome. But otherwise, it does have the advanced search capability, so you can just come in here and use the tool that they have. So great job on the forecast there. And then subcontracting, I didn't see anything related to subcontracting. I might have missed it, but there's nothing in there. And then registration, there is no special registration required for doing business with HHS. Last one is context. Did they have a sufficient information? And again, just like the forecast, they had a lot of information. So let's go to that one. The first one, okay, so that's the forecast. The first one is when you land looking for context, it throws me to these 3 links. And I opened up these 3 on different tabs. And so the first one is, it quickly shows me who the leaders are in HHS for OSDBU, right? But as you come along, you'll see additional links that you can keep clicking on. In addition to that, if you scroll up, you begin to see more people of different varying roles that can perhaps be useful to you as you're trying to reach out, learn more about the organization. One of the things you'll hear constantly from agencies is they want you to do your homework. Well, here's the people who can help you do the homework and perhaps tell you more information. So that was the first link. The second one, HHS Small Business Staff Specialist. That's this list here, and this list is really thorough. A lot of people listed in here that as you try to learn more about doing business with HHS or any of the components, subordinate units, you begin to learn a lot. There's NIH alone, I think there's 26, 27 different components within NIH that you possibly could be doing business with. So this is a great amount of information, and it provides you the contact information, phone and email, to reach those folks. The last one on the main set of pages was this heads of contracting activity, which is another great way of reaching out, doing your homework, and meeting people. And here it is. I mean, for each one of the components within HHS, they provide you the names and numbers. So you've got a lot of information. I think I saw at least 50 or 100 names that you could possibly begin to reach out to and do homework. So good job there for HHS. That concludes this walkthrough. I hope you found this information helpful as you continue to grow your business. Please provide any comments below or reach out to me directly if you have any questions using my email address that's in the description. I'm your host, Neil McDonald with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join me again for more video tours.